is a Bramble Jam podcast.
It's Tuesday, February 16th. You know what you should do? Take that day off.
Go, Dan. Go, Dan. Get your dance on. Get your dance on. Oh, shake it, shake it, shake, shake. Here I go now.
Go, Brand. Go, Brand. Go, Brand. Get the dance on. Get the dance on. It's the 16th. Get your dance on. Super Tuesday.
I got my dance on, yes, I did. I got my dance on, yes, I did. My friend got his dance on, yes, he did. We both did it. We got our dance on. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Take the Day Off.
Our whitest opening of all time. Yes, it is.
Hi, everybody.
I got my dance on. Yes, I did. I got my dance on. Yes, I did. I got my dance on. Yes, I did.
Yes, I did. I've got my dance on.
Yes, I did.
Hey, Dan, do you like to dance?
Hey, Bran, I love to dance.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Take the Day Off, the daily podcast where we tell you to take the day off, celebrate a holiday, and take that day off. If you're looking for a reason, we got them.
We got them in spades, baby.
In spades.
You heard me.
David Spade?
Just spades the cards,
okay.
I think.
David Spade's not here?
He's not here. David Spade not on the line. Trace, is he there?
David Spade's up there.
David Spade is up there.
David Spade's in the crowd.
Wow.
David Spade woke up.
He's here at 5 a.m.?
He's here at 5 a.m. in Greenville, South Carolina.
Oh, wait a minute. He just took off his mask. It's a juggalo. Dadgummit. The juggalos are in disguise. I thought that guy looked like Adam Sandler up there. They came with an old SNL bit. There's a Mike Myers.
Yeah.
There's some weird ones, but they're all juggalos, and that's unfortunate. Looks like another bad show for us.
There was a Chris Rock one, and I don't think that's appropriate.
There's so much. And under it, yeah,
that's not appropriate.
It's not appropriate either. It's a both and.
We don't know for sure what's underneath the paint, but we can assume.
Yeah.
And that's not appropriate.
It's not appropriate. Yep.
Hey, how are you?
It's a 99.999% chance that we're in the right here.
Yeah. Hey, how are you?
I'm great, man. How about you?
I'm doing so
Tuesday's
good.
treating me well.
Tuesday's treating you well.
I said it's Tuesday. I put two fingers up. It's 2 for Tuesday down at McGillicuddy's. That's what Rig told me. Yeah.
Rig, you going down there, pal?
Oh, am I? I live down there. I sleep out front in my sleeping bag. Not because I'm homeless, but because McGillicuddy's is my jam.
Now he's homeless.
No, I'm not.
You're saying it's
I've been living rent-free for a decade.
Yeah. You're saying it's not because you're homeless, but that doesn't mean that you aren't homeless.
I used to put my Eno up at McGillicuddy's for 2 for Tuesdays. They got very upset.
You got the double sack, don't you?
The double sack?
In case someone wants to spend the night in your Eno.
How would you Eno?
Eno?
Speak much? How would you know, Trace?
It's not Eno?
I think it's Eno. Emu is a animal.
Let's see here.
Eno is a wrap up bag.
How to say
Eno? It's Eno. This isn't a like. It's obviously Eno. Emu is a.
The following pronunciation is brought to you by pronouncenames.com.
Eno.
Yeah, Eno.
Thank you, pronouncenames.com.
Yeah, shout out. Checks in the mail. That was for you, NGU Band Geek. This is slowly becoming an NGU Band Geek fan podcast.
Oh, I love NGU.
Yeah, we stay in NGU Band Geek so hard.
Yeah. What's your favorite NGU band song?
Oh boy, there's so many good ones. I think I don't know. Probably Home Run by Jeff Moore when they did that one. It's a classic. What about you?
They do the home run as the band.
Bam, 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 bam,
Okay.
bam.
Home Run, Jeff Moore.
Is it also by pronouncenames.com? We look downright unprepared right now.
Marching band.
There's nothing.
No.
There can't be anything.
No, it doesn't appear to be a thing.
That song wasn't big enough to get in the marching bands.
Wasn't big enough.
You know, it's no Smell the Color 9. I mean, it's,
Oh, I love Jeff Moore. And The Distance.
The Distance is okay.
If you could be either Jeff Moore or The Distance.
Jeff Moore.
Yeah.
The Distance
I'd be The Distance.
was always a little, I don't know.
No, The Distance, he's going the distance.
No, that's not it at all.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, really excited for today. It is Do a Grouch a Favor Day.
Do a Grouch a favor day?
Do a Grouch a Favor Day.
Okay.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah, sure.
Do you ever feel grouchy?
I actually don't feel grouchy. I think I get that moniker placed upon me, but I actually really love just being critical.
But do you ever have bad days?
I'm sure my wife would tell you that I have a bad day occasionally. I don't really feel that
Guys,
like
he
that.
has
though.
bad days.
I don't. What do you think I have bad days?
I think there are days where your energy's lacking a little bit, and maybe you're a little bit. This is going to come as a surprise to some people. There are some days where I think you're a little bit quicker to speak.
Quicker to speak.
Yeah, I think you people think you're opinionated and you say whatever comes to your mind. I think you're slow to speak. You have strategy, and some days you're a little sharper with the knife.
Some days I'm a little sharper than I think it depends on who I'm talking to as well, because I do feel like I want to be patient with people that I feel like deserve patience. So I try my best to just objectively wade through that as best I can.
Well, that makes a lot of sense because the clip I have of you cursing me out.
Yeah, Trace. We played that live on VidGo.
Yeah.
From what I understand.
We did.
Yeah, I had some choice words for you. And you, to be fair, deserve them all. You very rarely do a good job. And I don't know what else to tell you.
That's fair.
I don't know what else to tell you.
You also rarely do a good job.
Yeah, that's accurate. But I own that. And you very
Tracy,
rarely
don't
own
act
that.
like you're all high and mighty.
No.
Like you go on rants.
You also are very much homeless. You sleep here at the studio. So you got on your high horse with Rig.
Yeah.
Did you say horse? You're not allowed to say horse on this program.
I said horse, Rig. Horse.
We have that clip of Tracy freaking out.
I guess. Cue it up.
Cue it up, Tracy.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Yeah, Trace, what's up?
who used the last toilet paper?
The last toilet paper. Trace, it's your job to buy the toilet paper.
Don't tell me what my job is, Dan. I employ you.
No, you do not.
I employ you.
Trace, if there's no
Without
toilet
me,
paper,
you'd just be a headless horseman.
if a headless horseman.
Headless horseman.
Did you say headless whore, man? That's not okay.
It's Steel Grouch's favorite day, everybody. I was watching Sesame Street the other day, HBO Max.
HBO Max, okay.
Edition, so it's a little bit dirtier. And Grouch was just on his last nerve. He was being mad at everybody. He was yelling at Elmo. Elmo was just on the floor crying. It was tough stuff there. And
He was being so oppressive that Elmo was crying.
Elmo was crying on the floor.
Because in most Sesame Street episodes, Oscar the Grouch ends up learning something.
Not on the Max version.
Not on the-
HBO Max. HBO Max is just Grouch going
He's
off.
packing
on
heat
people.
all the time, Oscar is, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
And he was just going off and yelling at people and calling them names. And in the middle of it, he's just like, Daniel's about Grouch stuff. Do a favor day. And I took that to mean Dan knows about do a Grouch a favor day.
Dan knows about Grouch stuff, do a favor
Yeah,
day.
he was so flustered he didn't really make much sense.
Is Sesame Street live?
Yeah, Sesame Street's live. Hey, do you know about it?
I do. It actually dates back to a very popular radio serial in the late 1920s, early 1930s called Moe and the Grouch. And these were two wise guys, detectives, who solved petty thief crimes. So, if somebody stole a loaf of bread from the bakery, you'd get Moe and the Grouch on the case, and they would try to solve
Moe and the Grouch.
Moe and the Grouch, yeah. And Moe and the Grouch were great, but then the Grouch, played by Danny O'Houlihan, he what?
No.
Danny O'Houlihan, what are you laughing at?
Nothing.
O'Houlihan, he started to get on the drugs. And so the radio serial started to go downhill when his performances started to lag, because the Grouch became just really the addict at that point. And so it became kind of a show that was just trying to censor itself as it fulfilled its contractual obligations. And what the radio station did was is they pitched in their money to put the Grouch, Danny O'Houlihan, in rehab. And by doing that, they did something nice for the Grouch, and they established, because they wanted everyone to know about their good deed, they established National Do the Grouch a Favor Day, which has been the thing ever since. Bring it back to you.
Sounds as good as anything to me. I got no information on this day. I will say the
Moe and the
website I'm
Grouch.
using today, holidayinsights.com, on the right-hand side, there's a column with links to shop for things. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it's like shop for garden supplies, shop for cell phones. And then there's one that says shop for soil testers.
Interesting.
What's a soil tester?
You can test how, what's in your soil, I guess.
Soil, let's
Like
find
the
out.
composition of the soil. Like if it's good for growing certain plants, or if it's got like termites in it, or
that's exactly
like
what it is.
Yeah,
Soil,
I know stuff.
Soil tester.
I used to work for a landscaping / weed control company, so I know these things, a little bit of it. Anyway.
Hey, we asked the Bramble Jam Plus subscribers a very simple question, because I think when you're grouchy, you just need to cheer yourself up.
That's
you
right.
know what I mean? So do yourself a favor. Cheer up a
That's
grouch.
right.
Maybe you're feeling a little grouchy.
I like it. I like it.
What do you do to cheer yourself up? How do you treat yourself? We're going to get to that when we come back here on
Take the day off.
Take the Day Off. Okay.
Hey, what do you do to cheer yourself up, Brandon, when you're feeling down?
Well, I go to the movies.
That's right. That's right. That's the correct answer.
I go to the movies. I spend some time in the great outdoors.
No, you do not do that.
I try to go into a dark room and watch a movie.
I think for me, the movies are this catch-all cathartic experience. Yeah, that's a TM. You can't like anytime you have any emotion.
Catch-all cathartic experience.
It's nicely done.
At the theaters.
Like I feel like the movies is the place to go. So like for any like that's how like and so what it's been tough for a year that the movies haven't really been around because like hey if like you're a little antsy or like jumpy or nervous about something that's coming up in a day, I go to the movies. That's what I do. Like if you've had a tough day, if it's tough, go to the movies. It's a great kind of reset.
What's the antsiest you've ever gotten?
I mean like that's a tough question. I used to do a lot of speaking. Like if you have to speak like in like we had to speak in chapel or speak somewhere, like
You get antsy doing that.
not really. I was trying to think
You
of
were trying to be like
trying to
because
think of
I didn't, and I was surprised that you would.
no. I slept like a baby. I don't. I'm just saying any emotion like is just like that seems to be the go-to. Like that's the thing that like is the thing.
You know what makes me antsy?
what's that?
Waiting on the world to change.
Yeah, that's fair. We just keep on waiting.
We keep on waiting.
It's crazy.
Waiting on the world to change.
Yeah.
We
Even
asked
all my friends do
Yeah.
it. All misunderstood.
They're all
of us.
misunderstood. Yeah.
They say, you know what they say?
What's that?
That we stand for nothing.
Really?
And there's no way we ever could stand for nothing.
There's no way.
Is everything that's going wrong?
Yeah.
Something about world that need it. We're going to beat it. We're going to beat it. Hey, let's get to some of these answers.
No? Is that a different song?
Ha-da-da.
We asked you, the Bramble Jam Plus subscribers, what do you do to cheer yourself up? We got a lot of great answers. Nicole says she gets a latte from a coffee shop. I will say, getting coffee, there's something that's I lied. I do like to spend some time outside, but it's just like on my own terms and like with the internet. So
not really.
like going to a coffee shop and sitting outside and drinking a coffee and like watching like a YouTube video, I'm down. That's good for me.
Sounds awful.
Why do you hate YouTube?
It's just like a rigmarole.
Where this is on there?
Yeah, I know. Somebody give me all the best videos, and I'll get to them when I get to them.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'll get to them when I get to them. I never get down a YouTube rabbit.
Well, the
trail.
problem.
I'm also not a visual. I'm so auditory. Like I'm not a visual guy.
But videos have audio, and so do movies.
I understand that.
So
but
you're
I can't turn my phone off and play it through my Bluetooth. It turns the video off. I have to have my phone on and running, and then sometimes
not if you have your YouTube Red.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing.
Whatever
anymore.
it is, YouTube
Premium.
Premium.
That's right. Yeah, I'm not paying for that.
No.
Yeah. Tracy says wash and detail my car. No lie, gets me outside and moving. Plus the end result is so satisfying, makes me giddy. God bless you, Tracy, for doing that.
I'd say like a few times a week. This isn't an every night thing for me, but a few nights a week, putting the dishes in the dishwasher is a relaxing part of the day for me. I don't want to do it every night. Like there's some nights where I just
putting the dishes away.
Yeah.
Is relaxing.
It's relaxing. Sometimes. Not sometimes. It depends on my mood. Depends on how
I
I'm
would
feeling.
rather fold clothes and put them away than do the dishes.
I'd rather you fold my clothes and put them away too.
I don't do that for you.
Well, you could though. We're close enough. If I brought them down and put them on your front
would
porch,
never.
you wouldn't do it?
There wouldn't be a world where I would do it.
Not a world. What if I pay you a nickel or two?
No.
A nickel or two?
A nickel. What about 2 nickels? No, I don't think so.
Well, then I'm asking for my nickel back.
You never gave it to me to begin with.
It was a nickel back.
Yeah, I get
That's
you.
all it was for. Kira said, listen to Down with the Sickness by Disturbed. So,
wow. Mother, get up. Come on, get down with the sickness.
Oh, Hillary says I go for a walk by myself and listen to Bramble Jam podcast. Now that is, I think, the right answer.
Gina says in non-COVID times I'd treat myself to a massage. A massage is wonderful.
Yeah, sure.
Wonderful. And now I go get coffee and go for walks or drive out to the mountains. Jerry Fleck, Brian Harold, do you get that reference? If you get that reference, I'm buying lunch today.
Gary Fleck?
Jerry Fleck.
Jerry Fleck. No, I don't get it.
It is from Best in Show, one of my favorite movies, Brian. Nicely done. Honestly, I listened to Take the Day Off, Deck the Hallmark, and Film in a Movie Pod. Hey, those are three good ones. Three good ones there. The Double Deckers Facebook group has been one of my favorite places to hang out. Definitely puts a smile on my face. What an answer. What a guy. Jerry Fleck. Nicely done.
I love it. Shannon says, these days I just dry my hair and buy donuts or a fancy bottle of wine. I love donuts. Donuts are a great way to treat yourself.
Donuts are wonderful. And Christian says I go get a biscuit at Biscuit Head. We have a Biscuit Head here in Greenville. He's in Asheville. Biscuit Head's my
I went to
jam.
Biscuit Head when I was only in Asheville.
I love
and I was
Biscuit
like,
Head.
this is great.
Big
And now
fan.
I don't really go there that
Yeah,
often.
we don't go ever, and it's in our hometown.
Yeah.
It's like Rockies. We said we were going to go all the time. We haven't been in but once.
You want to go today?
I do want to go today. That sounds delicious. Get there early. It's feeling right. It's feeling right. Can we stop this and just go to Rockies?
Julie listens to her favorite songs. So that's nice. I like songs too.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying Bramble Jam Plus. Blame
God bless
Bramble
you.
Jam podcast.
Bramble Jam.
I just think that's really nice. I love Bramble Jam podcast personally. I think
Yeah,
they're
me
really
too. I think they're great. I think they're top notch. Get my hair done, says Whitney.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, Trace.
You know how Dan earlier said he doesn't get grumpy?
That's true. Yeah,
I have proof that he's wrong.
really.
Yeah. The other day, Dan, you remember you had that meeting with Miley?
Miley, I did. Yep.
Not Cyrus. That's
Different
absurd.
Miley. Yeah.
And you know how that went?
I do know how that went. Yes.
I have the audio from
You
it.
have the audio from that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to play it.
All right, go ahead. Miley, are you there?
I mean, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right?
What's wrong?
I'm doing all right. Nothing's
Say it to
wrong.
my face.
Miley, nothing is wrong.
Okay.
You had told us that
Right.
you had a great platform to get the word out about Take the Day Off the podcast.
Yeah.
You said we would reach millions,
Yeah.
was your quote.
Yeah.
I gave it to you, and you literally put a boom box on your front porch
Yeah.
and played it.
Yeah.
And we gave you money for that.
Yeah.
That's not millions of people, Miley.
You don't know. How can you even count?
Miley, I know that you're dumb, but this is next level
Okay, you
stupid.
don't need to get there.
Miley, you said millions. We gave you money. You put
What
a boom
is
box.
a million? That's my point.
Millions of
What is a
What
million?
millions were you talking about?
I'm talking about the general idea of millions.
The general idea
Yeah.
of millions?
Yeah.
God, you're so stupid.
Hey. Are you grouchy?
I am.
There's your proof, suck it.
I was more angry, I think, than grouchy, but Miley asking me point blank if I was grouchy did catch me off guard. And in retrospect,
Very pointed.
in retrospect, I need to say two things there. One, we were very dumb to give Miley that amount of money. And even though Miley really just took us for a ride, I probably was still too mean. That was very harsh on my part. And I'm sorry, Miley, for
The
that.
general idea of a million.
The general idea of millions.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That's fair.
We did it, everybody.
We did
Congratulations.
it.
We're going to be back tomorrow with another fantastic episode. And I got to ask you this one for tomorrow.
Please do.
What's something that has been done to you that you would consider a random act of kindness?
Ooh, okay. And if anybody on this answer sheet puts, the person in front of me paid for my coffee at the Starbucks.
It is
I'm gonna
such
be
a
so
pickle
mad.
to be in that scenario because I know what I bought. The van behind me with the 10 kids, like I don't. It is a real.
It's a rigmarole. It's a rigmarole.
It's an ethical quandary,
Yeah.
and I always pay. Usually, I've always paid.
You know, I didn't know it
It's
was a
only
thing.
happened
the
to me
first
a few times,
few
though.
times it happened to me, I was like, "Thank you," and I just drove off. Oh, that's so kind of them.
You
I
know
don't
what-
even,
you wanna know what
I don't
happened-
even know them.
While
See
we're
ya.
talking about coffee and Starbucks, the other day,
tease
this
it
is
for
not a
tomorrow.
random act of kindness. The other day, it was nighttime, and I get a notification on my phone that says, "Would you like to tip for your coffee?" And I'm like, I am at home, not getting coffee. I open it up. Someone had hacked my Starbucks account
Wow.
and spent $100 on coffee
Oh my goodness.
using my card. So still working on that.
Getting that money back?
I'm working on it, but I do have 377 stars now, so I hope I get to keep those. We'll be back tomorrow, guys. Until then, we'll leave you with a poem.
Hey guys,
You muted yourself?
I got overzealous. Hey guys, I wrote one.
Go for it.
Life is harder, man. I couldn't even eat toast. Just kidding. Life rocks.
It's insightful and inspiring, Trace.
God bless.